G'day my YouTube friends, how's everyone going? My name's Caroline and this is my weekly cash stuffing. This is week 3 of October. Had a second there where I was like, which week is it again? Here in my hands is $900. How about we give it a count together this time? So 51, 52, 53, 350, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 800, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, $900. So it is all here. Let's do a fan for the thumbnail. And yeah, let's get this out onto a tray and let's get cash stuffing. All right, now that that's onto a tray, I am going to say a tea cheers to you all today. It's early in the morning, so I'm not drinking Pepsi. But happy tea cheers to you. And this is how I love my tea. It doesn't make sense. It's a milky black tea, but that's how I love it. Yes, with 1 sugar. Perfection. Yum. All right, so here is my my wallet. It's early, guys, it's early, forgive me. So in terms of coinage, I have $2, $2.50, $2.70, $2.80, $2.95, almost $3. And in terms of rollover, in spend, I have 10. In petrol, I also have 10. So I have a total of 20. And then my receipts, which I scan into Receipt Jar, which is a free app, which if you scan your receipts, you get points. Points turn into gift vouchers. Like I shop at Coles, which is great. So if you want to give it a go, my referrals on the screen, we each get 200 points. I will restuff this with 50 for spend and 50 for petrol, and that is good to go for this week. And then the spare 20 I'll leave off to the side and we'll stuff that into rollover when we get to it. This was a good little hack that I did last week. I put the calculator and then when I flip it, it didn't want to topple over. Sneaky, like it. All right, so spend is up first. Let's move this actually. Like that. We'll move that off to the side there. All right, spend, $70. Now this is digital spend, so this is money that will go towards when I use my card. There is a really loud plane going overhead. Let that just go by. 51, 52, 50, 70, 90, 310, and that is correct. Yeah, one thing I'll say where I'm house sitting, it is so quiet here. You could hear a pin drop. Where I live, it's a lot louder. Like you hear traffic and stuff, you know, like here, I'm in this quiet little cul-de-sac. I've just never been in such a quiet place before without being like out in the farm or something. $35. So I'm telling you, if you have a quiet little street you live on, happy days to you. But where I normally live, it's not this quiet. You might be thinking, Caroline, your videos are so quiet at the moment. Because I hear it when I do my editing, normally wherever I film normally from. I hear bikes, stuff going past. It's just a bit more noisy. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 135 in Live Muss. But they also back onto the people where I'm house sitting for, they back onto like this big reserve. And so you hear birds and you hear like, you know, the kookaburras going, you hear the cockatoos, the rainbow lorikeets, even the maggies, and they come because the people who normally live here, they feed the birds. And so they're used to coming. Whenever I go at the back, they think I'm gonna feed them. It's so adorable. So cool. I love our birds. We do have some beautiful birds in this country. So $200, $250, $270, $290, $310, $20, $30, $40, $55, $65, $70, $370. I'd say we have some very iconic bird sounds. So the maggies are obviously very iconic. The kookaburra is very, very iconic. I'd have to say the galahs are kind of annoying because they squawk, so they're like rah, rah, and so it's really quite annoying. But the worst, I think, if I have to pick a bird that's the most annoying but I love so much because they're so protective, are the plovers. Now we have these birds called plovers, and the annoying thing about them is they will nest like in the middle of your lawn. Like, it's wild. They don't nest up in trees like most birds do. And they're very, very territorial while they're in breeding season. And it's currently that. And I know there's one further down the street. Whenever I drive past it, it and it, like, you know, thinks I'm attacking it. Poor thing, because I feel so sorry for these birds because they're constantly living in fear. And they're constantly on defense mode. But oh my God, they're annoying. But I think it's so cute how protective they are. So it's, you know, on one hand it's super annoying, on the other hand you're like, oh, that's a bit sweet how protective they are. 200, 220, 240, 260, 70, 80, 90, 300, 5, 10, 15 and 20. If you know, you know. I don't know. If you're an Aussie, you know what I mean. And gifting will get $5. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55 and 60 now in gifting. And then we have these $20 off to the side here, which we will put in rollover. So we'll go to Q4 and we'll pop this $20 in here and say no more of it until the end of the year. So that's that done. And so now we get to come onto the maroon binder, which is Fixed Essentials. Very cool. But before I do that, I'm gonna have another sip. So good. All right, what a happy morning. Vehicle extras will get $15. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100 and 5. Then we have car rego, you'll get $5. Let me get my pen out. This is almost done, which is wild. 10, 20, 25, 30, sorry, 1, 200, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, $245. That can't be right though, because it's meant to be 345. Oh no, because that's not necessarily the total. So what should this be? 100, 200, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So I'm gonna be short like $60. I don't know, maybe I've done something wrong. I'm gonna look into that and I'll figure that one out. I knew I was gonna be short with some because, hang on, let me do that right now actually. Because then we learn together, right? So $345 divided by 52 would have been $6.63. Now, here in Australia, we don't have $1 bills and I'm not dealing with coins. So I just went down as opposed to going a full 10. I wanted to go, next year I'm gonna go a full 10 because it's gonna just benefit me to have more money than less, right? So at the moment, if I go $5 times 52, it's going to be $260 minus 345. So I'm actually going to be $85 short. Caroline, you messed up here. It's all good. So because I'm going to be finished in 3 weeks, what I'm going to do is for the next rest of the year, I'm just going to continue on and I should be pretty close actually. So 1, 2, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. So 245 plus 15 should be 60, right? Yeah, so it is correct. It's just I've under budgeted. And that's fine. I'll sort that one out at the end of this month and I'll see what we do for the next month to catch up. So I'm just going to be short $80. So then if I'm in November, December, I have 8 weeks. So if I go 60 divided by 8, yeah, so if I put another $10 aside for the next 8 weeks after this, I'll be fine. Sweet. Same happens with this one. It's just these two really. So $5. So 1, 2, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. Again, this is something new. So, you know, I'm learning this as well. And next, when I refresh this and start saving for next year, I will definitely be doing more than less. Okay. So these are all going to be pretty short because, like, let's see. 552 divided by 52 should be $10. So this is not going to be that bad though, because I've already put $10 and it's $10.60. So, but you know, 60 cents times 52, I'm going to be short $31 at the end of it. But that's you know, I can do add in a bonus sometimes or whatever. I hope I'm not confusing you. Actually, I shouldn't. This is the stuff I should just keep in my head because it can be a bit confusing. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. But yeah, when I was doing it, that's what I thought. But realistically, with inflation, I should always be making sure if I can't put the exact, I should put more. You know, but like, for example, look at this one, right? So if I've put in as a budget of 424, right, times 52, oh, sorry, no. 424 divided by 52 is $8.15, but I'm putting in 10. So I'm putting in almost $100 more than what I need to, because if I put in $2 times 52, that's $104 over I'm going to have. So this is what I'm saying. It will come out in the wash, but these first two, I have nothing else to come out in the wash with. If that makes sense, hopefully it does. It makes sense to me. I'm gonna pop in $10 here, and this is 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 now in bike rego. I know what's in my head. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. $5 will go into the CTP. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. Bike insurance gets 10, and this is another case where I'm going to be over because it's $10 for 412. If I'm doing $10 for 50, that's 520, but I'm only going to need 412 potentially, of course, inflation, but 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So this is something that can come out in the wash. Yeah. Anyway, other bills, $35. So now we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. $260 in other bills. Nice. So that's the fixed essentials done. Making sure that that's all done. We can get on to now the savings. Things that, you know, I'm desperate to save for, and just things I want to save for. So know your worth, save your worth. Perfect. So first up is house deposit. So it gets $200. So 51, 50, $200. I'll pop that at the end. So now we have 16,000 represented in prop money. And then I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 56, 57, 58, 59. So almost $17,000. Feels so good. Yeah. Then next venture is $70. So we'll go these two. And we'll go 100, 200, 50, 300, 350, 370, 390, $410 in adventure. Now, for those wondering, I think flights to the UK alone in Australian dollar you've got a budget, what, between $2,000 and $3,000? Anyone flying to the UK under $2,000, I imagine it's either, and I'm not meaning using points and all of that. I mean, if you're just paying cash, anyone able to travel to the UK less than $2,000? Is it a horrible multiple stop flight? Red eye flight? Like, I'm just talking, I'm not expecting premium, but like just the standard normal one stop over, you know, somewhere, normally it stops in like Dubai or somewhere like that. It's normally, I thought, like around 2,200 or something. Maybe up closer to 3,000, like 2,800. Depends what, obviously, what who you fly with. But I'm pretty sure it was around like 2,500 bucks or something last time I looked. Obviously, you're going to have specials and deals. And if you're someone who uses Qantas, I've never done like Qantas points. I'm not even sure how to even do that. I don't know. So I just am someone who would pay for them outright. So 100, 120, 140, 150, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. But I have heard of these people out there that get the Qantas points and can fly all around the world thanks to Qantas points. So that's awesome. And so amazed to see people be able to do that. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 60. 1, 2, and 3. So we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60. I'm so excited to be smashing out the Christmas goals because that is coming up. And if that's one thing that I've appreciated for the past few years, me cash stuffing, is having Christmas sorted. Because prior to that, before doing cash stuffing, I used to just put it on my credit card and wish for the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad, but it feels so much different when you can enjoy a holiday and not have to worry about overspending because you've budgeted for it already. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 105. Highly recommend it. It's already a crazy time of year. So yeah, highly recommend that one. If anything, you know. 25 will go to my Padawan, my nephew. So 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 35, 40, 45, and 50. New tech receives 10. So 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 145. And then what's up next? The unexpected gets 25. So 2 10s and a 5. So now we have 100, 120, 140, 150, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90 for the unexpected. Feels great to have that. So there we go. That is the savings, the sinking funds for save and goals. And yeah, she's starting to get thick. And then lucky last is the savings challenges. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, and 5. Exactly like last time, actually. I am going to put this one at the front because that one's kind of got like a cut in it. So what I'll do is when I get a new 5, if I get 5 in change, I'll swap it out and I'll remember where it is because of where it is. All right, savings challenges. So we skip AAs because I have not got any AAs, but we'll see. So challenge. Oh my God, I've done it for the 3rd week in a row. Calendar 4. Calendar 4 is $30 for week 3. So, boom. So 20, 30, sorry, 10, 20, and 25 and 30. Oh my gosh, Caroline, stop. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, and 70. And when I get a better 5, I'm gonna fix that. So that's a big week. So here's hoping for this next thing, we don't get a big week because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to stuff everything in this binder. Might be a small savings challenge episode, if you know what I mean. All right, so last time we ended It was here, walked instead of drive. I had a minute there where I blanked. So we walked instead of driving. $5. So let's see what we get. Please don't get 1, 2, 3, 4. Please don't get a 4 or a 6, because that, I know what that X means. No 4, no 6. Please, please. Oh, thank gosh. Woo! 2. So we've got 1 and 2, which is a late penalty fee. $20. I can do 20. I can do 20. 20. So we have 100, 150, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, $195. And normally I'd be fine with the 40, I really would. But given that this was a bigger week for my calendar, I just want to make sure that all the envelopes get a little something, you know. I might just do a 5 for small change makes big change. So we'll color one of them in. So we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 80, 90, 300, 310, 15, and 20. $320. Savings gems. Let's give it a 10. Trying to get rid of these big ones at the top here, in the middle. So you have 100, 150, 170, 180, 90, 200, 10, 25. Sorry, 225. I think I put my thumb in it. Yes, again. Oh, I didn't let that one dry. Okay, Black Friday. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do some loose. So we'll do 5. Can always come back and do more. So we have 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. Because anything above 150 was bonus. So I was happy, even if it is $5, I'm good with it. Bubble tea, we'll get the 5. So we'll color in one of them. So now we have 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85 in bubble tea. Best in show, here we go. We're gonna color in one of these. So it's either gonna be the Cavalier or the Dalmatian. And it's the Dalmatian. Because we're gonna go 1 and 2. So that means for the last week, we will have the Cavalier as best in show. So I don't think I put the money in. So we have 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. One more to go. Next week it will be done. Pizza pie. We will be doing $10. So we'll color in, do we color in a pie slice? I think I am. I think I'm gonna color in a slice because I've completed the toppings for that slice. So I'll speed this up. All right, there we go. Another slice done. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. Problem with this one is, good luck trying to dry this one, right? It's a big one. Yeah, it's dry. See, I don't understand why this one dries, but the savings gems don't seem to want to dry. All right, so I have 2 more $5 notes here, so I can color in two more items. Let's go his Goatee. See what I did there? So we'll definitely do that, and we'll do the other horn. All right. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, $35 in the Capricorn challenge. Boom. Nice. There we go. We are done. Another week. Another week. Exciting. I hope you guys have had a great Wednesday. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you if you've left a like, if you've left a comment, I appreciate it. And I'm always happy when I see someone write, I'm a new subscriber. I get excited. So thank you. I appreciate it. It means you've enjoyed the video and you want to see more. So that's awesome in my books. Thank you. I do this as a visual diary. So I do these videos so I can, you know, keep consistent with my budget. But when you guys want to follow along, it just makes it extra special. So thank you so much. Take care and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.